first of all, the thing, coming to myself, and I'm Shrikant Possibility, and I'm into OBIEE from past 4.5 years, into this training from past 4 years. Almost like I trained around 250 plus students, and from US as well as India and various countries, UK, Dubai, and I have done a lot of corporate trainings too. And I'm into OBIEE 11G from the day one of its release in June 2010, which I worked a project which is the world's first 11G successful implementation. Okay, yeah. Now, here, first of all, whoever comes in for a training, they'll have few questions in their mind. People saying here and there around, some of our friends will be saying that we are working in data warehousing environment and we are dealing with so and so ETL tools as well as reporting tools, like that. Okay, so first of all, first question we'll have in is, what is a data warehousing? Okay, why we need to use a data warehouse environment in real time. Okay, and next comes like, what is ETL process in real time? What is a reporting tool in real time when it comes? Okay, then see, first thing is data warehousing. Okay, if I Jingal, if I just tell you a small word saying that iron warehouse. Okay, we can say that a place where we will get all different types of iron materials. Iron materials means it can be rods, screws, nuts, bolts, like this, right? Am I right? A place where you are going to have different types of iron materials at one place, we can call it as iron warehouse. Am I right? Can we call that as an iron warehouse? Zingal, Kiran, Sachin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can talk to me. No problem. Yeah. You can talk to me.
This is I'm going to say this is a very raw definition kind. So I said
I'm just explaining you. If a fresher comes in, if I want to explain him regarding like, I just want to make him understand what exactly data warehouse is. Okay, that's why. Okay, a place where we are going to store different types of iron materials. That material can be stored years, right? Over years. Like 1 year back, if I have plated some sheets, iron sheets into that warehouse, where I am going to store everything there. After 1 year, I may use that. If not, like this year, I stored some amount of material there, and after next year I can use it. In the same way, if I give you a word, data warehouse, okay, we can say that it's a database where we can store history. Okay, so you can ask me a question saying that, Shrikant, you are saying iron material, we all know that iron material will be different types of material there. Okay, that means rods, screws, and nuts. How a data can be differentiated? We all know that like data can be differentiated into different types of data. Like if I give you an example, ABC is one organization. So ABC is having, let us assume each and every organization will have different departments. We have HR department, financial department, and marketing department, and sales department. So what will be the data here? Here in HR department we'll have HR data, HR type, we can say it as HR type data, and financial type data, and marketing type data, right? So data got differentiated into 3 different types, and storage will be, it can be stored into Oracle database, it can be stored into DB2. Since organization started in 1990, they use different databases to store different data. Okay, one final day, every year data will be loaded, and there is a huge content, bulk content of data is there, which is having unwanted data as well as a wanted data. They want to remove the employee details which they don't want to, the employees who left the organization which they don't want to move it into the new database. In order to maintain 3 different databases, they want to maintain only one single database, and these 4 subject areas, HR, finance, and marketing, data should be get stored under one single database. So that too, it should have a historic data which is a cleansed data and a final data. Then we can call this one as a data warehouse database. Am I right? Can we call this one as a warehouse database, Sachin? Hello?
Yeah, I said yes.
Yeah. So we can call this as a warehouse database. Zingal, you understood, right? What exactly it will happen in real time. Yes. Okay. In order to do all these tasks in real time in data warehousing environment, people will use different ETL tools. Like ETL means extraction, transformation, loading, so that it will extract data from multiple databases, and it can load, it can transform the data, that means it can cleanse the data, and it can load the data to different databases or single database. So it can extract the data, and it can transform the data, and it can load the data into single database or a different databases. For using this ETL process, to do all this ETL process in real time, many people use many different tools like Informatica, DB2, like this. Some other tools were there to use this ETL process done successfully, and data is loaded into single database. Okay, finally we got all the data into one database. Okay, Oracle. Okay. Now requirement comes in like this. Customer wants to view his data. Normally we can view the data in CUI format, right? If you type select star from particular table, data will be scrolling in your screen where you are going to type your command, right? In the same way, like they want to view the same data in different forms, like visually, like tabular format, or pivot, or graph, or chart, bar, different formats, like where a common man, that means common layman, should be able to understand like what exactly the data it is showing on the reports. That means he should be able to understand, because in an organization there might be some people who is not techie guys, okay, they cannot write the comments and they cannot see the data. But organization, let us assume we have an company, General Motors, and it is having different models of four-wheel vehicles, and they have done some sales in 2008 year and 2009 year. They want to compare on which product they have very good revenue and which product they lost the profit and loss. They want to compare the things. So they cannot type SQL command, that it should be, data will be get loaded into the database all the time. and that should be get reflected onto the reports or a chart into very understandable format. Then in real time, this reporting tools comes into life. Okay, reporting tools comes into life. Okay, what is a reporting tool? Reporting tool can connect to any database. And it can extract metadata and show the data in visual formats. Okay, so like this reporting tool comes into life whenever customer wants to. We'll be using reporting tools in order to make him achieve the things like what he is expecting from the front end. Data should be shown into different formats. We are going to provide him a very good solution by using the reporting tools. Our Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition is also a reporting tool from Oracle. Okay, like this reporting tools, we have some other reporting tools, MSBI, like MicroStrategy. There were some other reporting tools, ClickView, some other. But OBIEE is an Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition reporting tool from the Oracle. OBIEE is going to connect to any database and it can import the data from the Oracle database or a SQL Server or a DB2, which we want to make it to showcase it onto different formats like charts, keywords, whatever it is required. We are going to showcase it there and we are going to showcase it to the customer in a visual format. Until this part you understood, right? Jingal, Kiran and Sachin, what exactly OBIEE is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now just give me 1 second. I'll share you one screen so that this is what we discussed till now. Am I right? When OBIEE comes into life. Jingal, you understood? Yeah. Yes, Sachin.
Srikanth, this is Kiran. I have one question.
Kiran.
OBIEE is not, OBIEE is a reporting tool for sure, but this is not same as the other reporting tools, right? Like Activate reports or Crystal reports. Those are different, right?
Exactly. OBIEE is different from the other reporting tools. The thing is like in other reporting tools, like you will be having somewhat coding to be done. Like backend, you need to write SQL and you need to pull the results in order to make it display onto the front end. But OBIEE is having a very best capability of handling the query by itself. Like, but we will be designing the repository part, and once we design the repository, whatever the front end tables and columns you select, okay, so automatically it will hit the backend database with a perfect query, and it is going to showcase the results with what we are expecting exactly. That also I am going to show you now. Then you will understand in clear. Okay. I am going to show you how it is going to run the query to the backend. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. See, this is how a reporting tool and our OBIEE comes into life. And coming to history of OBIEE, Enquire is one organization which generally started with its reporting things, and after that CBEL acquired Enquire and it released a version called CBEL Analytics. Till today, some of the organizations are still using the CBEL Analytics. Okay, so on the base platform of CBEL Analytics, Oracle released a version called OBIEE 10G reporting tool, and later on it went on different versions. OBIEE 11G, which is newly using in nowadays, is OBIEE 11G, which got released in 2010 June, and the current version available in the market is OBIEE 11.1.1.7. Even 1.6 also many people are using, and there won't be any difference between the versions. The only thing is like bug fixes they have done. Okay, all the versions and the functionality is the same, but there is a lot of difference between 10G and 11G. That while we start with the training, I can show you what exactly the change happened with the 11G environment when compared to the older versions. Okay, this is how OBIEE history is. And next it comes as a developer. We call, suppose if we are working on OBIEE environment, we call ourselves as OBIEE developers or OBIEE consultants. Okay, whoever working on OBIEE, first thing they need to have two things to be learned. Like apart from installation, apart from configuration, apart from all these things, mainly there will be two things we need to learn imperfectly with the OBIEE. One thing is repository development. Okay, and the other one is answers and dashboards. Actually, repository development is we'll be developing the repository in three layers. That three layers is, first layer is a physical layer, and second layer is a business model and mapping layer, and third layer is a presentation layer. Can you all able to view this screenshot which I am showing you? Physical layer, BMM layer, and presentation layer.
Yes, Srikanth, I can see it, Kiran.
Yeah. Sachin, Zingal.
Yeah, I can see it.
Zingal, can you able to view it?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, fine. Okay, these are the three layers mainly we'll be learning in our training also. Apart from installation and the services, how do we work with the services, how do we do the installation of OBIEE 11G, everything I'm going to teach you. Apart from, mainly we need to concentrate as a developer. If we want to make ourselves to look like a developer, we need to mainly concentrate on this repository development as well as the answers and dashboards. Okay, what is a repository development? Normally, we all know that OBIEE connects to any database, right? So once it started connecting to the database, and once it started importing the metadata, that means the structure of the tables and columns, into the OBIEE environment. So where it should be get imported? Once we start importing the things, first it will be get imported onto the physical layer. Okay, this physical layer, what is a physical layer? Physical layer is nothing but like whatever the tables and columns you create here in this physical layer. Okay, this physical layer, once you started importing the things, it will be get imported into the physical layer. On top of this, suppose if I want to pull data from multiple tables, table 1, table B, table 2, table 3, like this, if I want to make a join in the database end, so I do the join there with join conditions, equi-join conditions, right? In the same way, we can make the joins here on the physical layer. We call it as the physical joins. Once it is done, we will be creating alias tables as a best practice of implementation in the physical layer. After that, we use that alias tables into the business model and mapping layer. We will be building the business model and mapping layer after physical layer. Okay, in business model layer, what is this business model layer? Business model is nothing but like whatever the business logic we want to build it for the customer at the back end. Suppose customer is having a requirement. I'll just give you a small example. He is having two columns from the database. First name as one column and second name as one column. Okay, but in the front end reporting, he wants to view a new column which should populate first name and last name. That new column name should be defined as a full name. Okay, full name of a customer. Then we can make the changes. First column, first name concatenated with second column, second name, and it forms a new column, full column. Okay, full name. We can make that look like a full name column, and at the back end, first column concatenated with second column, that is going to be get shown here in the business model and mapping layer. That is going to be get designed here in the business model and mapping layer. Sometimes customer will have a requirement saying that let us take a time. Okay, in particular time we will be having year as one column and month as one column and date as one column, and that reporting should showcase with a single year, and it should drill down to the most granular level till that date. That means once you click on year, it should show what are the months are available in that year. And if he clicks on that each month, it should go to dates. That means 1 to 30 dates or 1 to 31 dates or 1 to 28 dates in February, which are available at the database. So this type of navigation or a drill down can be designed here in the business model and mapping layer as a business model logic design. Okay, this layer we call it as a logical layer also. Once it is done, we will be dragging and dropping the tables from business model and mapping layer to the presentation layer. This presentation layer is the final layer which we are going to use this layer as our report development layer. Okay, so once we move the things from business model and mapping layer to the presentation layer, this repository will be built and we'll be saving this repository. Once it is saved, and we'll be going to use this repository as a deployment repository. That means we'll have a small process called as deployment process. Once this deployment process is done, okay, this presentation layer will be available for us for building the reports. And we can build the reports in this kind of visualized format. And we can build many number of individual reports, and we can showcase it onto a single dashboard onto multiple pages. Like this, graphically you can build with different kinds of reports. Here you can see one chart and one graph format, right? See here in the tabular format you can see what is the product and which month or per name month is there, and what is the shipped revenue, what is the fulfilled revenue, so that each and every month you are having a changes in the revenue, so that a person who doesn't know anything at the database and data, he can directly look into this report and he can take a very quick business decision if there is any droppage in the revenue on a particular product with a particular customer in so and so month, right? Am I right? He can take a very quick business decision. Sachin, you want me to repeat the business model presentation?
Right.
Yeah. Business model is that whatever the business logic we want to design, okay, for the reporting solution. That means customer comes up with a requirement. I want to tell you one requirement. Okay. So he wants to display in the front end on the report. He wants to display. He is having revenue. Okay, in that revenue column, once you add with any dimension table product, each product will have so and so revenue and so and so year, right? Like that, he is having 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, like that. Okay, so if I want to provide a rank, top rank for which revenue you will provide? If there is 10,000 and 9,000, 8,000, if I want to provide a rank, you will provide top rank for 10,000, right?
Right. The greatest.
So, yeah, greatest will be the top rank, right? Now, my customer wants, he is having a revenue column from the database, which we pulled onto the business model and mapping layer. And he wants me to apply a rank as a new column, which takes revenue into consideration, saying that rank of revenue. That means, on a particular revenues, I am applying a rank function. Okay, I can apply a function logic here. So once it is done, this revenue column, once it is added, and just beside that revenue column, if I am adding revenue rank, automatically it will show you, if it is 10,000, that new column will show you rank 1, okay, rank of revenue 1. And if it is 9,000, it will show you rank of revenue 2. Like that, it is going to showcase you the result, but that column will not be existing in the database. And we can design a new columns here in the front end, in the business model and mapping layer. Once it is done, these tables and columns can be moved into the presentation layer. This presentation layer is the final layer for us, which we are going to use this presentation layer for building the reports like this. Okay. That I am going to show you once I start the services, and I will show you the presentation layer, and I will build a report for you. Until this part, you all understood, right? Zingal, Kiran, and Sachin.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm starting my services, OBIEE services. It will take 4 to 5 minutes of time. Okay, depends on the machine configuration. It will take time. Okay. So 1 second. Once we install with OBIEE, here you will be having Oracle Business Implementer. Okay. Once we click on Start BA Services, this services will be get started. Okay. There is a lot of difference with older version 10G and 11G that I am going to explain you once we start with the training. Okay. So because installation of OBIEE 11G is very typical. Okay. Installation of OBIEE 11G is it will take almost for us to finish entire installation in 1 day. It will take 3 hours minimum. And in our training, it will take 3 days of time. 1 day we will be doing the system changes, like backend changes, in order to make our hello. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
No, actually we lost you for some couple of seconds.
Yeah. Once I start with the services, sometimes it stops the audio. That's the problem. Normally, I will start the services before the class gets started. Okay. Coming to the installation is something typical in OBIEE. So we need to be carefully get installed with OBIEE, and while working with the services, shutdowning once if you are not using your OBIEE also, we should be very careful during that time. I will explain you everything. What are the steps and measures we need to take while working with OBIEE 11G. OBIEE 10G, it is very simple and very different. OBIEE 11G is little different from compared to the older versions. Okay. So if you have any questions, Zingal, Sachin, Kiran, you can ask me. And our training will go for minimum of 20 days to 25 days. Okay. It depends on the topics what we discuss. The way you understand. Okay. If you are understanding with the topic, it will take 25 days, if not 30 days. Okay.
So Shrikant, this is Kiran. Which version are we going to use in the training?
We are going to use OBIEE 11G only. OBIEE 11G 1.1.6.
Okay. And
1.6. Even you can install 1.7 also. If you want, I can make you install 1.6. But it's best if you use 1.6. 1.7 is having UI changes, which you will be finding difficult. Okay, that's why.
Okay, so you will help us to install OBIEE and related software, right, for practice and all.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be sharing each one screen, and I'll be guiding you to install. Okay. Once we install with OBIEE, I will guide you to practice on the things.
Okay, I think for OBIEE installation we need to have some database, right, to connect to the OBIEE so that.
Oracle database will be exactly. We'll be taking Oracle database, and I'll make you understand. Don't worry. So,
okay. No, actually I'm trying to understand like
configuration
No, actually my question was like I know you will help us in installing database and the OBIEE also, but what about data? Like, are we going to create some data in the database and
don't worry. Data also I'm going to provide you. Okay.
For
practice, I'm going to provide you the data.
Okay. Maybe after this demo.
I'm showing you my. Sorry.
No, I was saying like after this demo is done, if you have 5 minutes, then I have some other questions to also ask you about this OBIEE training. So.
Okay. Fine. You can just talk to Surendra. Surendra will connect me to you. Okay. Here you can see my machine configuration. Right. It is operating system is Windows 7 Ultimate. If you have Windows 7 Ultimate or XP, so that it will support perfectly for the OBIEE. Okay. If not, you can take a virtual box. In that put XP so that it will work fine. Alternative is, and if it is RAM minimum 4 GB is well, 64-bit or 32-bit machine. We are having two types of software, 32-bit software as well as 64-bit. I'll guide you from where we need to download and all. Okay. First of all, first 3 to 4 days, I'll make you understand about the environment, what exactly we are doing in OBIEE, and how do we import the things and how do we work over the things. After that, then I will explain you how do we install the things and how do we make OBIEE work perfectly. Okay. Yeah. Jingal, you're asking BA apps, right? Actually, BA apps is not a part of this training. The thing is like BA apps comes on top of OBIEE. Okay. BA apps cannot be learned only onto the OBIEE. It should be learned from the ETL and from the Informatica BA apps. You need to learn first, and after that you should come to the OBIEE apps.
Okay. Can you repeat that, Shrikant?
What I'm saying is, if you want to learn BA apps, you cannot directly learn on OBIEE. Okay. BA apps is a combination of Informatica as an ETL tool as well as OBIEE as a reporting tool. Okay. On top of that, they'll be having pre-built ETL related mappings as well as OBIEE reportings onto the BA apps. Once you want to learn the entire BA apps, first you need to learn entire Informatica or any ETL tool perfectly, and after that you need to learn OBIEE, and after that you need to start with BA apps.
Okay, you mean to say it is a combination
You
of
understood?
basically Informatica and OBIEE.
Yeah, it is exactly.
Okay. Oh,
That means it is not any software BA apps. BA apps is an application. Once we are having Informatica as well as OBIEE, this BA apps application will be run on top of Informatica as well as OBIEE, so that it will give you pre-built things which you doesn't need to build from the scratch level. It will give you pre-built things as an analytics with different things, okay, different softwares. That means like different subject areas, procurement, HR analytics, financials, like this. Okay. So that you can use it and that you can showcase it to the customer. See here, this is the analytics part which I am going to log in and build a report for you all.
So this training basically focuses on report creation in OBIEE.
Complete OBIEE. Yeah, not report creation, from the scratch, repository level, from the installation, entire repository building, and after that reporting. Okay, first part we are going to, first 15 days we are going to work with the entire repository building, learning repository, and what are the things we do in repository and everything. And after that we will move into the designing of the reports for the end user and showcasing it onto the dashboards. It's a demo, just why I'm showing you the report building.
Okay.
This is my student subject area. Everyday class we are dealing with. See here, we are having different tables here. I'll show you. Here, you all see, I'm not going to select any SQL. I'm not going to write any SQL here. Okay. If I click results, see, it pulled me everything here, right? Customer name, revenue, everything. And if I go to advanced tab, I'm just showing you. I told, right, OBIEE will hit the database with a perfect SQL. SQL logic. Can you all able to view? Sachin, Kiran, Ziga. Yeah. This is how OBIEE is well different from other reporting tools. Okay. Yeah. Now here, what I will do, I'll just prepare a small graph also for you all. I'm just filtering some data.
no, I'm not able to see your actions actually. You are saying and then it is happening.
No, now can you able to view? I have just selected I just filtered the customer names.
Where have you put the filter? How have you filtered?
Sachin, Kiran,
Yeah.
can you able to view the filter?
Yes.
Yeah. Now.
Okay, fine. There might be 3 seconds or 5 seconds delay. Okay. No. Now my cursor is on result tab. Can you all able to view it?
Okay.
Yes. No, yes. Yep.
Once if I click, see my customer names got filtered. It is a tabular format where I have filtered 5 customers from 200 customers, which shows the result only for that 5 customers. Can you all able to view?
No. It is not.
Sachin, Kiran?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a delay. Okay, no problem. There is a delay because once I start with OBIEE services, it will just slow down my machine. Okay, all the time. Don't feel like once you install with OBIEE, if your machine is down, don't worry. After shutdowning the OBIEE services, it will work normally. Okay, it will put lot of load onto the machine. That's good. Okay. See here. my customer is having a requirement. He wants to prepare a graph, okay, on the same data. Can you all able to view? I'm selecting one graph here.
Yep. Shrikant, just for the clarification, this you are using answers thing, is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm using answers.
Okay.
Sorry?
No, I said okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using answers.
Okay.
What is that? What was the question?
No, yeah, this is Kiran. I just asked the report which Shrikant is creating.
The front end development. It is called answers. What I told, right? Repository as a separate part, and answers and dashboards. So this space where we are developing all the reports and all, we call this one as answers.
Okay. Okay, BI answers.
This one we call it as analytics, yeah, BI answers. That means question is the database, and logic is the repository, and front end is the answers. I can define in that way. Okay, yeah. Here you all can see different colors, right? See, each and every customer is differentiated with some different color. Can you all able to view it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now if I move my cursor onto any color, see which pop-ups a small space, and it is going to show you the brand, customer name as well as revenue, which will be very easy for if a new person viewing at this chart also, he can understand it in a very easy way, right?
Now your voice is echoing.
No, someone switched on their mic speaker. So you all understood, right? How actually we'll prepare the reports for the customer. If I play it, see, it changes graphically. That means at the back end Flash also will work for OBIEE. Hello?
Yeah, Shrikant. I think we can hear you.
Yeah, Kiran. This all is about OBIEE development. Like we'll be learning a lot of things once we go into live with the training. Like coming to answers, like I'll explain a lot of things in the real-time scenarios. I'll try to explain if a customer comes up with a requirement like this, how we are going to provide a solution to it. Okay, that's the way I'm going to teach you. Like I'll consider all three as a freshers, and I'll try to explain you from the base level. You can feel free with me, like you can mail me at any time, and after once we start with the training, I'll share my contact number also. You can just contact me at any time if you are having any doubts or questions. Even for the work also, like once we finish with the training, I'll be helping you. Okay, and we will do it for 5 days. On weekend we'll take a break. Okay, so that we can finish the training for 25 days to 30 days. Okay. After finishing the training, I'll give you all the practice documents as well as your certification. If you want to do some certification, I'll provide you interview questions, everything in an documentation. Okay.
So Shrikant, would you also guide to get certification in OBIEE?
Yeah, if you want, like after finishing the training, if you have been in touch base with me, so that I can guide you the best, so that you can explore the things in more. Okay. Don't worry.
Okay, Shiran, like, can it be a bit, say, you said that it can be completed in 20, you mentioned 25 working days?
25 working days, 25 to 30. Okay, see, for you to understand already, you are having at least technical knowledge, right? Some people comes in like where they don't have any technical knowledge. They comes from mechanical background and civil background like this. Okay, for them it will be difficult for me to make them understand about the OBIEE. Okay, for you I can make you very simple, and I can make you understand each and every topic in a very simple way.
Say, my question was like, can't it be done a bit faster?
Faster means minimum. See, For the thing I can say, for installation itself, it will take 3 to 4 days time in the training. Okay, because I need to install for every student, right? So it will take much time for there itself. That's why it is taking 25 days. Okay, installation is very main part that we need to be very careful.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, I will try to give you the best in 25 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Just confirm with Bigclasses and just confirm the date of training. Okay. Thank you so much. You all have a good day. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you, Shrikant. Bye.
Nice talking to you. Happy weekend. Bye.